Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, I mean, we got a lot of good with the 11th anniversary, but there is unfortunately a lot of bad as well. One thing that is very good, which we're going to focus on today, is the revamp to the ticket banners that they did. Rather than kind of like these old-ass characters, okay, actually, let's open this up just comparing. So these are the main focus of today's video, although I guess we're also going to talk about the thank you tickets as well, which we're also going to get in this video from the panel missions. But let me just quickly pull up. All right, guys, here we go. So this is last year's 10th anniversary ticket summon. Just really just garbage. I mean, you're not really ever going to get a ton of value out of pulling like these types of characters. It's for some specific situations, specific teams, you guys know what I'm saying, but these are not the exclusive characters. These are on every single banner. These ticket banners are just mostly a waste. It's, you know, you can pull a couple of yellow coin LRs unfeatured, sure, but this year they're massively improved because we actually have exclusive characters on here. I mean, there is a lot, like, you know, even longtime players, like I see actual longtime players who's like, oh, I've only got 55% for Yamcha or something like that. So now players will actually be able to get characters who are exclusives. Maybe someone is a huge Vegeta fan. Majin Vegeta's coming up on an EZA. Remember, you never know. He could be a god EZA. He could be shit. No way to tell, right? It's just completely random at this point, basically. Unless you're a Dokkan Fest LR, Anniversary LR, right? So, like, maybe, you know, they love the Majin Vegeta, but they've only ever gotten one copy. They summon on every single one of his banners, right? So, this is good. And then the Carnival banner, too. Carnival LRs, Dokkan has been very stingy with them. In particular, Global Dokkan, by the way. Remember, we're only counting new unit banners is all we count. His initial banner, this does not count. This is not a new unit banner. We're not counting it. Not a new unit banner. We're not counting it. Then Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's been on 2 fucking banners. Carnival Omega and Global. 2 banners. His own banner, and then a banner 2 years later, basically. Like, it is nuts how infrequently Carnivals have returned. So the tickets do genuinely have a lot of value nowadays compared to what they used to look like. So let's head on over here. The point of this video is we're really going to focus on completing all of the panel missions. Looks like there is one mission I have not done here. I do not know what it is at the moment. We could just quickly, just in case you have any of the Part 1 Daima ones, we can just quickly talk about these, but move where the main focus point of the video here is the Part 2 panel missions here. So just doing the content, I know people, like, I would say doing the content, and they go, what content? Ha ha ha! Like, yeah, I know. There is I mean, I guess what would I use? There's a mediocre amount of content is probably what I'd say. The problem is that none of this content is very engaging. That's the problem. You do it, and then it's like, all right, got that done. I'm not doing that again, right? It's not really, like, super fun content. So do the 11th anniversary special battle, the heated throwdown event. This is the Tamagami challenge event. The new revamped Red Zone, the new revamped Supreme Magnuson battle. This is the new Goma event, doing that. Take down the Genmu Artery. This is that AoE event that sucks. This is, again, the Tamagami, you know, challenge event. And then this is the burst mode for Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then that is everything for the Part 1 Tons of Thanks tickets. Now, the Tons of Thanks tickets, remember, those are for the new characters, right? I'll probably just use these in, like, a separate video or something like that. Then here's just the regular panel missions. These are for the tickets for these banners, right? Like I was mentioning before. So they just want you to do, make an exchange. This is the chest real quick. I can just quickly show this. This is this chest because I did save one ticket. We are getting tickets, the countdown to the 11th anniversary. And then it was these chests that you could kind of gamble on a little bit, potentially for stones. These right here. That's what those, what it's talking about with this right here, right? So there's that. Exchange an 11th anniversary coins for something. Do a friend summon. Dokkan Awaken. This is the new free-to-play Goku. This guy right here, who I actually would argue is pretty solid. Not a bad character at all, that Goku. Use 10 bonus keys. That's pretty easy. We just go into the, well, this one I'll show as well. We just head over here to the Portal of Memories, and we could use these growth keys on some of these very good link level events right here. I know people really obviously do not enjoy link leveling, not very engaging, but that's why at least during these major celebrations, they do set this up to where you could use bonus keys and get some good link leveling done there, because it's just a couple of quick runs, and the link level rates are, you know, legitimately like 30 times higher than a normal stage or something. This is the Whis event training scam. Now that it's been a month, I am very confident in saying it's worse than ever. We can get some higher ceiling equips, but it's harder than ever to get good equips for the characters you want to. It's like they you know, they took 2 steps forward and 5 steps backward with this Whis event revamp. I can't believe people were defending it earlier in the anniversary. Crazy. Then there's level up, get the Tamagamis to SA10. I don't know why it's 90% and not rainbow for the Tamagamis, but get them to 90%. Clear a Dokkan event, and then that's all the board 1 missions. So then there's a second board right here. Clear a stage with a Daima character, Goku family character, Vegeta family character, easy. Do an easy A. Recruit Majin Ku, Dokkan Awaken Majin Ku. Get him the SA10. Dokkan Awaken one of the Tamagamis. This is the equip event, the Goku and Vegeta equip event. Let me just quickly show this one quickly. Because this event sucks, by the way. The equips aren't even good from this. Not even good equips right there. So there's that. And then that is everything for board 2. So that now catches us up to the new stuff. I guess I'm just looking at the tons of thanks, the pan one first, so we can just do that. And we do actually have these all completed. So for the next content drop, we do still have 2 additional missions we're going to be getting. Okay, that'll be interesting. All right, let's take a look here. So, yep, there's just one board. Clear stage 1 of the special battle part 2. That's those 11th anniversary event fights right here. It's talking about these right here. The Super Saiyan 4s and then the UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta right there. Okay, so there's that. Oh, stage 1 and stage 2. Do the heated throwdown event. That's the same thing where Jiren is right there. I do wish that this stage was a little harder, but I mean, whatever. There's that. Clears phase 1. Oh, on Super 3, sure. This is do the burst mode. This is the burst mode. This is just the Super Saiyan 4 Goku burst mode, right? No, excuse me. My mistake. No, this is the recent one. The one that just dropped yesterday. This is the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta burst mode right there. Very easy. The burst modes aren't really too tough. Clear stage 1 of the greatest tours. That's this event. I imagine people are going to have intense frustration with this event because it's, you know, play for 40 minutes and then you reach an AoE super boss. Now, when I did my one run, look at this. Look at the structure of this. When I did my one run in this, Omega only supered in that slot. If, I don't know, I've only done one run in here. We'll do another run. If it's consistent, then that means that the LR Gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta completely own him. Because that means we could always put them in slot 1, and then if his super's in the Tech Pan slot like that, we will attack break it so that the kid can't even super us like that. I'm actually curious if that is the case, though. Let me just show the attack being attack broken here. Let me pull up... who's a good YouTuber to pull up? Let's pull up Toon Rami doing this. So that, boom, goodbye, super. Let me just pull up Toon Rami's video quick. Let me see if Omega is supering in that Tech Pan slot. Although I guess we would hopefully want a Scouter on that turn. But let me take a look. All right, chat, we're looking at Toon Rami's video. So here's his first appearance at Omega. Let me just take a look. So it... Oh, whoops. Oh, whew, I didn't mess up. Okay. Yeah, make sure the recording is good. Okay, I accidentally had it on, like, my keyboard on the wrong monitor. I just want to make sure here. So he does super in the same spot again. Let's see. Because if this is the case, then, again, the Gods and physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta completely own this guy. Yeah, yep, look. It's exactly in the tech pan slot again. Okay, okay. Let's get to our next rotation here quickly. UI was in a slot 3. Yeah, so that's the weakness of the fight, huh? Okay, okay. I was gonna say, it is a little unfair to play for 40 minutes into a boss who does AoE supers. That's kind of like, this is pretty cheap, dude. And there it is right there. Again, tech pan slot, okay. Oh. No, but this is when he has his territory up now. So now we get to the point where he has his territory up. Does he slot 0 super? There's Gogeta Dragon Fist, W. Spirit Palm, W. Does he do this slot 0, or is this tech pan slot again? Let's see. So he's gonna heal. Yeah, dude, they give these bosses 60 million heal, sure. Slot 0, slot 0. Yeah, so he always just supers in the tech pan slot. That is, I think, that's a real thing. Yup, look. Okay. So if you guys are looking to clear this, that seems to be the case to me. Is we're looking for characters. Again, the gods and physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are just the easiest, obvious ones that, like, I feel like most players would have access to. This right here. Boom. Disable enemy action. And then same thing with physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Disable enemy action. So you run, like, double 7th anniversary LR team, and it should be an easy clear. Super 17 is pretty tricky as well. Oh, so this is a good video I could do then. Because, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the gods these days. People are mad at it, but, I mean, I stand by it. But this could be a good video to do, is we could take them in double LR gods team. Power Beyond Super Saiyan. And then we get to Omega at the end. Gods in slot 1 each turn. Boom, we win. Easy. See you later, Omega. Yeah, that looks pretty good idea. Okay. All right, cool. So there we go. Thank you, Toon Rami, of course. Let's go back. So we're over here again. All right, so we have stage 1 of the greatest tours, and then that's it. And then there are still 9 more tickets we'll get. I assume, by the way, all of this, all content will be available and done. Is on the 26th is when this is dropping. So we still have a little bit of time there until that's available. So, all right, let's just go ahead and grab all these tickets here. A bunch of tons of thanks tickets. Remember, these are tickets you could use to directly get the brand new characters, by the way, which is awesome, right? You know, UI, the Super Saiyan 4s, any of those boys. You're able to directly use those to get them. Okay, so now, this. Oh, this does have 2 boards. We're only on board 1 right now. Clear a quest mode stage. Okay. Use a skill orb ticket. Oh, that's from the Wii Vent. Stupid. Equip a skill orb. Equip a skill orb to all 3 slots. Use a support item. That's the only mission I haven't done. That's hilarious. Use a support memory. I did that grinding the Goku family, Vegeta family, like, equip event. Use a support item. Yeah. Sorry, I don't use support items, really. All right, clear a stage with a Realm of Gods character, clear a Dokkan event stage, and win an EZA. All right, chat, let me just quickly go use an item. That is hilarious. Okay. I'll just do a quick Wii event run. All right, guys, coming back in. Since we're battling old Beerus here, let's see. Beerus is irrelevant, by the way, if you get him. Because all Beerus is going to do is make it to where you're going to guaranteed get a gold equip, but that doesn't matter because the gold equips mostly fucking suck. So all this does is guarantee we get a gold equip, which is funny because the true rarest equips in here, by the way, are the silver equips. Silver equips are the hardest to get. All right, let's see. So we'll get the mission done. And we'll see what we get. Yeah, just garbage. Absolute, utter dog shit right here. I have 54 of those. How many of these are we at right now? 7,500. And I've cleared out the shop both times they've reset it. Okay. All right, so we got the mission done, so we could clear this board. So let's go do that. And then remember, we do have another board that we'll be able to clear. So we'll get a bunch of tickets. Yep, perfect. We got some coins, potential system orbs. I do need more of these tickets. I'll probably do like a summon video using some of those tickets. Probably mainly gonna summon on the, I don't know, Dokkan Fest banner, Carnival banner. I'm not sure. Not sure. Probably the Carnival banner. Okay, so the second board we have completed. Oh, we have all missions completed already. All right, let's head back over. The only one I didn't do was use an item, of course. I gotta stay true to myself. You guys know how it is. And remember, time out. I don't use items, but all of you guys do not hold yourself to my rules. If you tweet a screenshot of I beat the event for the first time and you use support memory and items, you know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna tell you good fucking job. W run. Just get your shit done. Do not hold yourself to my standards, right? Okay. So, clear stage 11 times right there. Acquire 11 skill orbs. Oh, it just says any event. Just get 11 skill orbs. Okay. Level up 11 link skills in total. I would imagine this could be annoying for players right here. But if you just use the growth keys, that's not tough. That's not bad. Collect 11 rainbow key spheres in clear stage. Clear stage in 1 minute, 11 seconds. Again, just use Whis event. Use over 11 million Zenny. I mean, just easing the RF blues would get you that if you've got them. Consume 1,000 stamina. Haha, that's probably going to be the toughest one for some of y'all. I'm going to see people doing that stupid shit where it's like, oh, just enter the Dokkan event and exit. Like, okay. Deal 11 million damage in one hit. Total of 111 million damage in a stage. And then that's it. Yeah, very simple stuff for that second board. Okay, well, let's go ahead and clear it. We are still waiting. By the way, I would say I would prefer if they would have allowed us to have all the rainbow tickets as soon as part 2 starts. We did that with GDC, and then remember those tons of thanks tickets? We were able to do the single for the 44%. It would be way better if that was available for here. That's another 11th anniversary L compared to our last major celebration, GDC, where GDC we could again do the single for the 44% chance. Which is way better, right? Okay, so we got that, and there we go, boom. All of the panel missions are done for now. We just have the 2 left once we get presumably our final content drop next week for the 11th anniversary. Although we'll see. Maybe they will do an EX part. I am uncertain. So in terms of the tons of thanks tickets, I do have 21. And then for these, I have 105 right now for these tickets right there. So there we go. Chat, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.